go in and face murderers to actually see her, to see who took my child's life.
This is the story of Tyra Chanel Crosby, a young woman whose life was tragically cut short. To truly grasp the complexities of this heartbreaking incident, it's essential to delve into the backgrounds of those involved, particularly Tyra herself. Born on August 28, 1997, Tyra was just 25 years old at the time of the incident. She resided with her mother, Tanya Hoskins, in the vibrant community of Northwest Charlotte, North Carolina. Tyra was not just another face in the crowd, she was known for her infectious energy, her dreams that seemed to know no bounds, and a personality that lit up every room she entered. Friends and family often reminisced about her vivacious spirit, recalling how she had a remarkable ability to connect with others and inspire those around her. However, beneath her cheerful exterior lay a reality that few could see. Tyra's outgoing nature and desire to embrace life fully often led her into risky situations, a fact she remained blissfully unaware of until it was too late. Her warmth and openness, qualities that endeared her to many, would unwittingly guide her toward a married man, setting the stage for a tragic fate that no one could have foreseen. Welcome to True Crime Tales HQ. I sincerely thank you, my esteemed viewers, most especially my subscribers, for your endless support. At True Crime Tales HQ we share true told and untold crime stories. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are yet to subscribe to this channel. Tyra's journey was not without its struggles. Despite her dreams and aspirations, she faced a series of personal challenges that brought her into contact with law enforcement on several occasions. Her legal troubles began to surface in 2018, when she faced charges of simple battery and assault, incidents that hinted at deeper emotional struggles. As time progressed, more serious allegations followed in 2021, including assault with a deadly weapon and discharging a firearm into an occupied property. These incidents painted a picture of a young woman grappling with the weight of her choices, struggling to find her footing amidst the chaos. In addition to these serious legal issues, Tyra encountered further incidents in 2022 and March 2023, involving simple assaults and threats. Yet, despite these setbacks, those who knew her best recognized her determination to turn her life around. Family and friends spoke of her unwavering compassion and her innate desire to uplift others, even as she navigated her own tumultuous path. Tyra was known to volunteer her time and energy to help those less fortunate, embodying a spirit of kindness that remained intact even in the face of adversity. Like many young women in search of love and stability, Tyra yearned for a meaningful relationship. Unfortunately, her past made it difficult for her to find acceptance. Despite her efforts to connect with people from various walks of life, she often found herself alone, navigating the complexities of dating with a sense of vulnerability. Her choices occasionally led her down paths that further complicated her life, but she remained hopeful that she would find the kind of love she sought. Eventually, her perseverance paid off when she met a man who seemed to fulfill her desires. Their relationship blossomed, and they shared numerous joyful moments together, frequently posting about their experiences on social media. Playful exchanges about who was the better cook or who took longer to get ready created a sense of normalcy and happiness in her life. In those moments, Tyra felt a glimpse of the stability she had always craved, unaware that this newfound connection would soon lead her into a web of danger and deceit. This vibrant young woman, full of dreams and aspirations, was on a journey toward finding love and happiness, but fate had other plans. Everything changed when Tyra met Albert Alexander, a seemingly charismatic man whose allure would lead her down a dark path. Their connection was immediate and electric, igniting a spark that neither of them could have anticipated. Albert, at 50 years old, had been married to Stephanie Alexander, 51, for many years. He had taken on the role of a devoted stepfather to Stephanie's 5 children from a previous relationship. To the outside world, Albert appeared to be a loyal husband and father, a man committed to his family and responsibilities. However, beneath this facade of loyalty lay a web of deception that would soon unravel, revealing the stark contrast between his public persona and private actions. On the evening of July 17, 2023, Tyra, a vibrant outdoor enthusiast with a zest for life, decided to visit a local club on her own. Eager to unwind and enjoy a night of fun, she ordered a few drinks, immersing herself in the lively atmosphere filled with music and laughter. It was a place where she could momentarily escape her worries and simply enjoy the thrill of the night. Unbeknownst to her, fate had other plans when she encountered Albert, who, coincidentally, was also at the club alone. Their chemistry was undeniable, as they quickly fell into an easy rhythm, sharing drinks, dancing, and engaging in deep conversations that felt both exhilarating and comforting. As the night wore on, the two shared laughter and exchanged stories, each discovering a sense of connection that both thrilled and blinded them to the potential dangers that loomed ahead. Albert, aware that his wife Stephanie was working a late shift, seized the opportunity to invite Tyra to his home, presenting it as a chance to extend their fun into a more private setting. Tyra, captivated by Albert's charm and completely unaware of his marital status, accepted the invitation without hesitation, setting the stage for a tragic encounter that would change everything. Later that night, Tyra arrived at the Alexander residence, her heart filled with excitement and anticipation. The atmosphere in the home was initially warm and inviting, as the two continued their flirtation in the comfort of Albert's space. Their interactions soon progressed to the bedroom, where the night took on a more intimate tone. However, unbeknownst to them, the veil of secrecy that shrouded their meeting was about to be shattered. As the clock struck 5 a.m. on July 18, 2023, the tranquility of the night was violently disrupted. Stephanie, having unexpectedly returned home early, burst through the door, her heart pounding and mind racing. She was met with the shocking sight of Tyra in bed with her husband, a scene that would ignite a firestorm of emotions, rage, betrayal, and heartbreak. Consumed by an overwhelming sense of betrayal, Stephanie allegedly lunged at Tyra, her fury taking hold as she confronted the woman who represented everything she feared and despised. In the midst of the chaos, Tyra, realizing the grave danger she was in, desperately tried to call her mother for help. The urgency in her voice was palpable, but the call tragically went to voicemail, capturing the horrifying sounds of her final moments, a chilling record of the violence that unfolded. The voicemail, later recovered by investigators, revealed the brutal reality of the attack. It documented the horror Tyra faced as she endured severe violence in those fleeting moments, before ultimately being shot dead. As Tyra's story unfolded, it became clear that her vibrant spirit and dreams were tragically overshadowed by a series of choices and circumstances that led to an unimaginable fate. The events of that night would not only alter the lives of those directly involved but would also send shockwaves through the community, prompting questions about love, betrayal, and the dark undercurrents that can exist beneath the surface of seemingly ordinary lives. At 5:21 a.m., Stephanie called 911 to report that she had shot a woman found inside her home.
Charlotte 911, do you need police, fire, or medic?
I need police. Somebody just been in my house. I came home and I had a woman in my house, and I pulled out my gun and and she's not moving.
How old is she?
I have no idea. I don't even know the woman. She's inside my house in the hallway on the floor.
Is she flat on her back?
No, she's on her stomach. I can try to move her on her back. My husband told me don't touch her. Oh God, what did I do?
When officers arrived, they discovered a devastating scene. Tyra's lifeless body showed signs of torture and gunshot wounds. Stephanie was taken for questioning as the primary suspect, while her husband, Albert, provided his account of the events. Following these interviews, authorities made the decision to charge Stephanie with voluntary manslaughter, processing her at the Mecklenburg County Jail on July 18, 2023, around 6 a.m. The seriousness of the charges was evident, yet astonishingly, she managed to post a $250,000 bond and was released the same day at 2 p.m. Many in the community were taken aback by this outcome, especially since Albert faced no charges, despite widespread belief that his actions played a significant role in the unfolding tragedy. Tyra's family, particularly her mother, Tanya Hoskins, was understandably outraged by the circumstances surrounding her daughter's untimely death. Tanya took it upon herself to submit the voicemail evidence to the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, fervently urging them to reconsider the charges against Stephanie Alexander. She firmly insisted that her daughter was intentionally killed, advocating for the charges to be elevated to first-degree murder. Tanya emphasized that Tyra was not an intruder in the Alexander home. She had been invited in by Albert.
Lured to a home and brutally beaten and she was invited there. She did not just pop up there. She was not an intruder.
This fact, in her view, invalidated any claims of self-defense and painted the incident as a premeditated act of violence. In her pursuit of justice, Tanya disclosed that on that tragic morning of July 18, Tyra had desperately attempted to call her for help during the assault, alleging that the incident was a calculated setup orchestrated by Stephanie to lure Tyra into a dangerous trap. Initial speculation surrounding Tyra's involvement suggested that she may have broken into the house given her legal history, but subsequent evidence confirmed that this was not the case, reinforcing the notion that she was a victim rather than an aggressor. On August 3, 2023, after a thorough review of the voicemail evidence provided by Tyra's mother, the Mecklenburg County Grand Jury ultimately indicted Stephanie Alexander for the second-degree murder of Tyra Crosby. This decision raised further questions about the nature of Tyra's relationship with Albert Alexander. How long had she known him? Was she aware of his marital status prior to that fateful night? Had she visited the Alexander home before, or was this her first encounter? These unanswered questions lingered, adding another layer of complexity to an already tragic narrative. Drop your thoughts in the comments section. In memory of Tyra, a heartfelt vigil was held on Sunday, July 23, 2023, at a serene local park in Charlotte, North Carolina. The gathering drew friends, family, and community members who came together to honor and celebrate the life of a young woman whose time was cut short far too soon. As the sun set, the atmosphere was filled with a mix of sorrow and warmth, as attendees shared cherished memories of Tyra's laughter, her contagious kindness, and her unwavering loyalty to those she loved. Each story painted a vivid picture of a vibrant spirit who brought joy to the lives of everyone around her. Tanya, Tyra's mother, spoke passionately during the vigil, her voice trembling with emotion as she recounted her daughter's dreams and aspirations. She articulated the profound loss her family now faces, emphasizing the bright future that was so cruelly taken away. With tears in her eyes, Tanya reflected on the milestones Tyra would never reach, the career she had envisioned, the relationships she hoped to cultivate, and the adventures she longed to experience. The crowd listened intently, offering their condolences and support, united in their grief and in their commitment to seek justice for Tyra. As candles flickered in the twilight, attendees offered prayers for Tyra and for Tanya's ongoing quest for justice. The vigil served not only as a memorial but as a rallying cry for those who knew and loved Tyra, a reminder that her life mattered and that her story should not be forgotten. Many expressed their determination to stand by Tanya in her fight against the injustices that had unfolded, vowing to keep Tyra's memory alive in their hearts and in their actions. Tyra Chanel Crosby, just 25 years old, was laid to rest the following day, July 24, at the Greater Temple Baptist Church in Charlotte, North Carolina. The service was attended by a large congregation, reflecting the impact Tyra had on her community and the love that surrounded her. Friends and family members shared their grief, honoring her life with heartfelt tributes and shared stories that showcased her spirit. Meanwhile, Stephanie Alexander now faces trial for second-degree murder, a charge that carries significantly more weight than voluntary manslaughter. This legal shift reflects the prosecution's assertion that Stephanie's actions, while not premeditated, exhibited a depraved indifference to human life, a seriousness that underscores the gravity of the situation. As the trial approaches, many are left grappling with the fact that it is the unfaithful husband, Albert, who walks free, while the consequences of this tragedy fall heavily on others. In the wake of this heartbreaking loss, the community rallies together, hoping that Tyra Crosby receives the justice she deserves. As the legal proceedings unfold, the echoes of Tyra's laughter and the memories of her vibrant spirit will continue to resonate within the hearts of those who loved her, serving as a poignant reminder of the life that should have been and the importance of accountability in the face of such profound loss. What are your thoughts? How much responsibility should Stephanie Alexander bear for her reaction, and do you believe her actions were premeditated or impulsive? How significant was the role of Stephanie's husband in escalating the situation? Share your comments below.